Civil rights for the black community have come a long, long way. But there's another community who says that their fight for civil rights has just begun.
It is my great personal honor to present the 44th President of these United States, Barack Obama.
President Barack Obama's election has helped African Americans move one huge step closer to many of the goals of the civil rights movement of the 1960s. Millions of gay and lesbian Americans and their families have joined the fight for equal rights. Now, The Advocate, a leading gay magazine, is declaring that gay is the new black. But many people question if fighting for gay rights is the same as fighting for the rights of African Americans. The gay rights movement definitely has a long history, but it really started getting attention in 1969, when 2,000 gays and lesbians started rioting in New York City to protest violent police raids at the Stonewall Inn. Real progress came in 2004, when Massachusetts became the first state to make gay marriage legal. And California legalized gay marriage just last year. But then everything changed. In California, voters recently passed Proposition 8, making gay marriage illegal all over again. Some people say that's a sign that prejudice against gays and lesbians is even more rapidly spreading all over the country. I want you to check out my audience. My audience is literally wearing their sexuality on their sleeves or on their t-shirts. So we're the gays. We're the straights. Where are the straights? All right. And do we have some in-betweens? Are these our in-betweens? Okay. All right, later you're going to meet people who are going to fiercely argue both sides of the gay rights debate. Recently, we met a bride 3 days before her wedding, and she was torn apart because her family would not accept or go to her wedding. And she was being married to another woman. You guys remember that show? Yeah, okay, well, thousands of you wrote to the Tyra show about it, and check this out. The last time Juliana and Lindsay were on the Tyra show, they were fighting to get Juliana's family to accept their relationship and to attend their wedding.
Well, my mom and my stepdad aren't coming to the wedding. They believe that homosexuality is a sin. You know, a girl, when she gets married, wants to have her mother there. And I understand she has her beliefs, but why can't you just support me as your daughter and be there and support her wedding?
Juliana's mother, Leah, was torn between what her faith told her about homosexuality.
Man and woman were meant to become one flesh, not woman and woman.
And what her heart told her about being the mother to her daughter.
You want to be at your daughter's wedding. And watching her walk down the aisle, it's wrong. It's wrong, Julie. You know that. I feel cheated.
I don't think you're a bad mom, but I think you could be a better mom. But I don't think you're a bad one.
But while Leah was wavering,
I'm torn.
Her husband, Michael, was not having it.
Based on my beliefs, I'm against it. And a lot of
You're
great
skirting the
things.
issues, Daddy. Do you want to come to the wedding or not?
I don't want to come.
On the day of the wedding, Leah and Michael decided they'd be there for Juliana and Lindsay. And Michael even videotaped the entire ceremony.
I'm happy to be married to my love of my life. I've never been so happy. I'm just excited. I've been waiting too long for this.
But later, they regretted going, and Michael has refused to even look at the wedding video he made.
I'm sad, but I want to support Juliana, and I want to let her know how much I care for her. But I don't know what else I could do.
All right, so you guys are back. Everybody's got new hair. Juliana's like more of a redhead. I've got my hair today. I didn't have it on the other day. But just to remind you, this is Juliana, and she was the one whose mom was very upset, but did go to the wedding. So she went to the wedding. How was she at the wedding?
It was hard. Like, I could tell that she was uncomfortable. She sat in the back row.
Back
and-
row? Mom was supposed to sit in that front row on the mom side.
Yeah.
Back row. So she
I
was
didn't even know,
uncomfortable.
like, I saw her when I was walking up the aisle, but I couldn't really find her because there was a lot of chaos at the end. But
Yeah. And what about while you're saying the vows, while you're going through everything, are you thinking about what your mom is thinking? No?
No.
You weren't thinking about it
I
at
was
all?
thinking about her.
Oh, okay. You were thinking about
I mean,
her.
I knew that she was there, but I wasn't going to let the uncomfortableness take over me while I was
Yeah.
at the wedding because it was about her and me.
So I understand you guys did like the big step. Tell me about the name thing you did.
Oh, I changed my name to her last name.
Wow.
Right after we got married, we did
Is
it.
that common with marriages, same-sex marriages? Because I've never heard of that.
I was just hearing on TV, I was watching a news program, and they're saying that it was hard for people, but it was really easy for us. I mean, I went in, we got some looks, because oh, you got married, you know, are you sure you want to do that? And she said, this is my wife. And I'm like, oh, okay. And, you know, a lot of people do the hyphenated thing, but
She
yeah.
changed it. How much contact have you had with your mom since the wedding day?
Very minimum. I haven't actually physically seen her since the wedding, but I've had only minimum conversation, and it's usually about subjects like my brother or sister, or nothing deep about us. Or I try to, but she kind of brushes me
See,
off.
I thought that like after you guys left that it was going to be kind of like tied into a nice little bow, but be hard for her, but that she would be in you guys' life and stuff. Tell me about the holidays.
Well, on Thanksgiving, I spent it with her family for the last few years. But this time they had this show taped, and they were playing it like over and over again. And I was like telling her, "Can you please, like, because it's hard for me to watch it, and because I didn't want my mom like went to the wedding, yes, and I'm glad she did. But at the same time, I'm not, because I feel like she didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like she was doing it to please other people. You know, and I didn't want her to feel like that I was forcing her to do something she didn't want to do.
They still never even acknowledged me at the wedding.
Yeah,
Not
they
even
don't.
once. Never even looked at me. They actually pulled her out of my arms as we were walking down the aisle.
Really?
But on the holidays,
Wait, slow down. At the
So-
wedding, you guys are finished, you're married, and you're walking back down
as
the
soon
aisle.
as we kissed and we're walking down the aisle, Michael grabbed Juliana and he said, you need to come over here. You stay over there.
Wow.
And
On your
had her
wedding
take a
day.
picture with her mom. And people are saying, oh my God, that's so inappropriate. You know, you're walking down the aisle and he pulled her.
Yeah.
So
Well, the mom is here. Your mom is here, and we're going to talk to her. Whoa, I didn't know they pulled you.
Yeah.
That is no joke.
I don't think they wanted pictures with us both. They just wanted,
they didn't
like,
want a picture of me.
So.
Yeah. All right. Okay. This is not exactly what I thought this wedding was going to be. I thought it was going to be something totally different. When we come back, Juliana's mom is here. She's back. We'll be right back.